live demo for the day featuring Batman Arkham City. I'm here with Shefton Hill, game director from Rocksteady Studios. How you doing, dude?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm ecstatic because I am a huge Batman fan.
Awesome.
Don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm the biggest Batman fan.
Oh, yeah, it's better. So you worked on Arkham Asylum, correct me if I'm wrong. Cool.
Yeah.
So, which, kind of funny because about 2 years ago, E3 2009, Batman was here, and it was like kind of the sleeper hit of the summer. Great game, and you guys are following up the sequel, which, I mean, to one of the most, it was the most well-received superhero game of all time. I believe it even made it into the Guinness Book of Records, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, we're really happy to be here at E3 to get to show everyone, you know, the game. One of the great things is we really want people to come and play the game as well, because you know, we're all about the gameplay. We're a really gameplay-focused studio, so we just want people to come, see the game for themselves. Really, you know, everyone gets a feel and know what the game's like.
Very cool. Well, I mean, I am honored that you guys are here to show us the game.
Yeah.
What exactly will we be showing off today?
So we're going to show you some really cool stuff. We're going to give you a little teaser of Catwoman, and then we're going to show you what Arkham City's like. Show you a bit of the scale of Arkham City and all the great, cool, interesting things there are to do there.
Now, it's funny choice of words. Tease of Catwoman, who like herself is like the biggest tease from what I've seen.
Yeah.
She likes to kiss guys before she knocks them out.
There's a little bit of that.
Yeah, she's kind of a jerk. But you're going to be able to play as her. Has that been confirmed?
Yeah, you can play as Catwoman. You know, one of the really great new features of the game is kind of what we're calling the special guest appearance. You know, so she's in the game. You're going to play as her, and we thought she was a really interesting character to include because, you know, here's someone she's kind of different to Batman. She doesn't have that same kind of moral fortitude or direction or compass as Batman. She's just out looking for number one. So, you know, that makes her a kind of different player experience to Batman. As well as that, she's got her own gadgets, her own moves, her own abilities, her own animations. So something we put a lot of work into because we really wanted players to experience a completely new and different character.
Cool. And from what I understand, her role is somewhat optional. You don't have to play as her, or are you ever forced to play as her?
It's kind of interwoven into the main story.
Okay.
So, but I would say, kind of to give you an idea, that if you're going to take down all the supervillains in Arkham City, it'll probably take you 25 plus hours. Catwoman's about 10% of that experience, to give you an idea. So it's definitely Batman's game. You know, it is Batman. It's the Batman story, but Catwoman has got a significant role to play in that. So
cool. Well, I guess we're ready whenever you guys are.
Let's take a look at Catwoman.
I know the kids just want to see the gameplay. They're just yelling at me right now on the stream. Shut up and play the game. Very cool. I mean,
so we're going to start here in Two-Face's office. What you can see here is some of Two-Face's goons have found this safe that Two-Face has got hidden in this office, and they're basically waiting for Two-Face to turn up.
These are the goons of Two-Face. This is his henchmen, right?
And you can see how they've taken kind of Two-Face's. They've taken the kind of standard Arkham City outfit and kind of pimped that out to give them the Two-Face look. And some of them have got these kind of distorted masks on as well. And then they're kind of terrified Batman's going to turn up, but instead Catwoman turns up.
Yes.
So we're going to see some of Catwoman's combat here. See how different that is to Batman's. How smooth she moves around. And different types of counters, kind of much more. I guess she knows men's weak points and maybe a little bit even better than Batman, so she will prey on those.
Control-wise, though, the combat is similar to Arkham Asylum, or I mean, have you made any significant changes to the design?
Yeah, I mean, we've worked on the same kind of basic control scheme that people really enjoyed, so we've still got the kind of core of the free-flow combat system, but we've expanded that with twice as many moves and twice as many animations. So when you come into the game, if you've played the first game, you're going to be able to transfer those skills to this game.
Right.
But then you're going to be able to learn these new moves that you can combo in. And the same with the rest of the free flow system is that you can combo any of those moves in at any time. You know, so basically it's down to you to choose when's the right time to do those moves. There's no preset combos. The whole point of the free flow combat system is you choose what moves you want to do at any time, and we've just given you a much greater selection of moves to do in this game.
Now, I'm kind of interested in your design philosophy on these characters, Catwoman especially. I mean, I understand it's kind of based on the Jim Lee design, but it seems like you guys have taken a lot of inspiration from like the animated series. We're using Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy and stuff like that. Is that kind of your goal to make like a marriage between the two?
I guess kind of what you're seeing is like our ideal Batman. So it's kind of all these inspirations from the Batman universe, from different places in the Batman universe. So, you know, all the media that he's appeared in over the years is what's inspired us to create this vision. and then to create kind of a consistent vision. So, you know, when we've taken Catwoman, we've thought, what would Catwoman look like in the Arkhamverse? What would Two-Face look like in the Arkhamverse? So we're kind of trying to take those characters, which are kind of all have like maybe their own slightly different fantastical elements, and make them into one consistent universe. So that's what kind of gives them their look and feel here. And we're definitely inspired by all the great versions of Batman, Catwoman, Two-Face, and interpretations of that. But hopefully when you see them, it really feels like these fit beautifully well in the game that we've made.
Now this part right here is interesting because we're seeing Two-Face's courthouse, which I noticed, I didn't notice the first time I played it, but the courthouse itself is kind of a representation of Two-Face. It's broken into two halves.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I'm guessing you guys probably do that throughout all of Arkham City, correct?
Yeah, I mean the whole of Arkham City, what's great is the way that this has been twisted into kind of a weird extension of the supervillains that are in there. So, you know, if you look very carefully, you can see different hints around there about how the supervillains have twisted this place. And it's been open for just over a month, but they've already gone in there and they've started to manipulate and twist the place, kind of it bends to their will. So it's really kind of an interesting way that you've got this environment that's already full of all these legendary landmarks, and then they're getting twisted as the supervillains are in there.
And another new feature of the game right now that we're showing off right now is Batman's actually able to glide around a bit more freely than he could in Arkham Asylum, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things we really worked on a lot, was improving the kind of navigational abilities of Batman, because moving the game into Arkham City, into this huge district of Gotham City, we needed to really amp up the way that Batman moves around. So we really focused on having these different abilities for Batman. So he has this dive that he can use to gain loads of momentum and keep up his speed as he moves around. We have a grapple boost that you can use to boost off the top of buildings and keep that momentum going. And it's a real skill that you learn. I guess it's kind of quite analogous to the free flow combat, that when you played it, you felt really good. But the more you played it, the better you could chain all the moves together, and you'll have exactly the same experience with the navigational abilities, that you'll be able to chain all these abilities together to get around the city.
Cool, and I'm guessing based on the upgrade abilities from Arkham Asylum would probably play into that, being able to traverse faster, move around in a more dynamic way.
Yeah, you have a whole suite of different upgrades that you can use as well as you go through the game. I think, you know, there were 20 in the last game, we've got over 30 in this game. And different ways you can upgrade your character. You've seen some of the cool ways that we're gliding around there. You saw before that Jez was also interrogating enemies, so it's one of the new features as well. Obviously one of the key features of Batman is interrogating enemies, getting information from them. And that's one of the cool things as well, like I said, about the different supervillains and how they're using Arkham City for themselves. The interrogation is a good example of that, because Riddler is actually using Arkham City. The way he's trying to get control of it is by being smarter than all the other supervillains. So he's paying off a load of informants that are working in all their gangs to keep him ahead of what they're doing, and also to try and capture Batman, to outsmart Batman. So Batman captures these guys, interrogates them to get information, and finds out the location of things like the Riddler trophies that are hidden around.
Yeah, I noticed that too. He was just flying by. We saw